Hey there folks, Rinium T here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker! This is the beginning of the insanity. There are 40 quests in Elpis. Half of them are up here, which is not this video, so the other half are between the first two hubs. This is gonna be 13 quests. So let's just get started on Anagnorisis. Breaking the eyes. You, my dear familiar, are precisely what I need. Pray help me with my research. One of our new creations has an extremely wary disposition. Try as I might to go near it for observation, it senses my ether and flees. The familiar ether is thinner than mine, yet you seem more intelligent than your fellows. That being the case, I believe you may succeed where I have failed. Come with me behind the building. I don't want to... What? No. I will take you to the creation. Usually when someone asks go behind the building with you, that's not a good thing. We'll meet again. Ah! This is getting ominous. We meet again. The familiar who was with Shamion. Yes, my apologies if I seem a little distracted, but I am actually in the midst of searching for someone. It's my mentor, who taught me practically everything I know. Now she has relinquished her role and is ready to make her final journey. But before she does, there's an important matter I must convey to her. Last confidence in her care, a beautiful winged creature has been approved for life on Etheris. Please, will you help me look for her? There's a strong chance we'll find her at Philomis Notos. Her most distinguishing features are chestnut-colored hair tied into a single flowing lock, much like a monoceros' tail. Her second guest. Oh, wait, aren't you adorable? Actually, there's something you might be able to help me with. And again, not doing voices because there's too many quests. Visitor from the Bureau of the Architect has arrived at Propia Lane to deliver new concepts. I would like you to offer her the warmest of welcomes. Normally we'd have our own familiars attend to such duties, but most of them are already entertaining other guests. There's still been rather a lot lately, you see. On the other hand, this would be a perfect opportunity to show her an entirely new and, what's a nice way to put this, idiosyncratic familiar? That being you, of course. I'm sure she'd be delighted to meet you. Right. Sweet temptations. Where in the world could the rest have gone to? Ah, from familiar. If you have a moment, I require help rounding up our Agavoid's young. 6 remain unaccounted for, and I would be most grateful if you could search for them with me. Creatures secrete nectar from their tails, which attracts insects. Where they swarm, you would like to find an Agavoids. And when you do, use this etheric rope to catch it. Small as they are, I don't believe they will be too far away. Let's endeavor to find 3 each and then reconvene here. Right. Oop. Nothing to sneeze at. Fitting, I just popped her a load of candy a little bit ago. A familiar come to observe us observers, are you? But what are you called? Are you say? It's a fine name. I'm Phadius, a researcher here at Anagnorisis. We are currently preparing a section of this isle for a new creation. For this, we need to expel those creatures that inhabit said area that they'll not interfere with our tests. The simplest way to do that is to have this Ampulos sneeze. The explosive noise never fails to send critters nearby fleeing. We are just about to tend to this task, but seeing as you are here, how would you like to give it a try? Sure. I knew you'd be keen. To look at you, to explain you're an inquisitive sort of familiar. Noted, my beastkeeper colleague is already on site to the northeast of here. Seek him out and he will tell you what to do. Kick some asp. What else did you think I was going to say? How curious. A familiar bearing armaments? You must be special indeed. As that happens, I may have a use for you. Would you care to assist me by capturing a few Ophions in exchange for a reward of sorts, naturally? I should warn you, however, they tend to be rather uncooperative. Aggressively so, in fact. The familiars previously recruited for this task all met with most unfortunate ends. Terrible ways, but let us not dwell on such things. Here, take this ethereal imbued robe and use it to restrain the Ophions. Remember, I require living samples. They are extremely valuable, so if you must choose between their lives and your own, do the honorable thing and let them kill you. Is it though? Is it? And pass the quest. The more, the merrier. A visitor touring our facility, are you? If you wish, you can assist us with one of our latest arrivals, the Orias. The creatures are identifiable by their long ears, which they use to detect danger. They also keenly attune to minerals and can find deposits even in pitch darkness. Now, we were just testing the effects of minerals on them when they reacted acutely to Mana Stone. Becoming visibly agitated, they each grabbed the stone and scurried off. Can you round them up? And wait, could use a helping hand. If you are up for it, please seek out my colleague who is out searching. She should be somewhere between here and First Bloom and can give you instructions. She's somewhere out there. Oh, she's somewhere. Oh yes. Touring Anagnorisis. Part 2. Of course we did part 1 for the current. Arya, how's our fascinating familiar friend? What is it about you that ignites my observer's soul? Well, now that we've been properly introduced, perhaps you could tell us more. Yes, I would very much like to know how you see the world, how everything, large or small, appears to your eyes. Assuming you're amenable to the idea, you must join Charmion on another tour. This time to take a wider look at the surrounding facilities. I suppose I can spare the time. Ha! A familiar concern with the passage of time? Marvelous. You truly are a rare treasure. Where to begin? Which facility do you suggest, Overseer? Oh, any place you feel will best elicit a response from a guest. Right, yes, of course. Well then, Arya, come with me and we'll visit the arcane entities on the south side of Anagnorisis. I even need to get on the mount? No. I order you to relax. A familiar alone, I see. And look at how thin you are. If your remaining ether would be exhausted, you'd simply fade from existence, and we wouldn't want that now, would we? I suggest you visit the morning dew. You'll find the winds blowing in from Leith most invigorating. Perhaps while you're there, you might seek out a friend of mine and invite him to share a meal with me. If it's not too much to ask, that is. Oh, goodness me, it's that morning issue. Remyanion. A colorful concept. Ah, you there. Yes, you, the familiar. I need you to do me a favor. A colleague and I are supposed to conduct some tests at Thalassae, but said colleague is late to arrive. I would go and find him myself, but preparations finalized. Could you head over to First Bloom and tell him to hurry up? He's an observer with blue hair. Digestive problems. I don't know who's familiar you are, but once you lend me a hand. A plant creation that's recently dropped its fruit. I'd be grateful if you could gather a few samples from me. You should find them along the northern edge of this isle. Large as they are, you won't mistake them. Be warned, however, that the fruit are covered in an acidic secretion. Before you handle any, you'll want to apply the steel skin balm to your hands. Two more. Clutch devastation. Oh, so much to do. So little time. Ah, volunteer. How would you like to earn the respect and gratitude of Elvis's most gifted researcher? I require assistance in gathering eggs. A simple task, really. If it's so simple, why don't you do it yourself? My word, I wasn't expecting such impertinence from your familiar. Not being the forgiving and generous soul that I am, I shall accept you into my service regardless. It's a business end. I seek they don't need eggs, that I may ascertain their ability to produce and raise offspring. One Somewhat disconcerting trait of these winged wonders is their proclivity for laying eggs here, there, and everywhere. That is the reason why I find it rather difficult to keep track of the damnable things. I've neither the time nor inclination to go chasing after them myself, but I'm sure you don't mind. If the parents take offense at you pinching their eggs, you have my permission to slay them if needed. Last one. We're almost there. Flavors of my fruit. Azem? What in the blazes are you doing here? Oh, hold on, you seem thinner somehow. You have much in common with her, but it's clear you're not one of us. Familiar, perhaps? I suppose it's just like her to send one from Minions to poke its nose into our affairs. But since you're here, instead of hanging around like a bad smell, why don't you make yourself useful? I want you to take this latest work on mine, new variety of fruit, to my colleagues. In the meantime, I will be cultivating more specimens in the chthonic horns. Yes, you heard that correctly. Cultivating, not simply conjuring with creation magic's eye. The fruit I produce is a labor of love. Now that my newest masterpiece is close to completion, I would have my fellow researchers sample its delight. I wish to hear their impressions before I make the final adjustment. Fortunately, for all their wisdom, I find them intolerable at the best of times, never mind when they are critiquing my work. For that reason, I would have you go in my stead. And be quick about it, lest the fruit spoil as a result of you dawdling. But if I want to dawdle... Also, there was a quest. Like, right here. Yeah. Try me on. We have yet to register an official name for the specimen, so we simply call it the Bird of Elpis. What is your first thought upon beholding this majestic creature? That I've seen it somewhere before. You have? But we haven't even completed its evaluation, let alone the registered concept with the architect. Are you perhaps acquainted with the entity's creator? In any case, I'm eager to hear more of your responses. You truly are unlike any construct I've ever met, familiar or otherwise. Let's continue southwards, shall we? I would like to hear your opinion on this next facility. Okay, well, that'll be in a little bit because you aren't actually on my list. Moment. Nameless red fruit. Are you lost? No. Looks like a raspberry. For me? Oh, yes. I should love to try a piece. I mean to be rude, but this falls somewhere between rather foul and positively revolting. It's so bitter it's practically inedible. More importantly, however, is the question of whether this fruit would serve its intended function. If wild animals cannot bring themselves to eat it, the seeds would never spread. I can't imagine this creation being improved in its current state. Oh my god, there's markers everywhere! Oh hey, there's a young over there. Let's go grab it. Wish to speak with me? Yes. My impressions? Very well. Good gracious, what is this? So outrageously bitter, something akin to a wave of icy coolness spread throughout my entire body. I certainly wouldn't eat this out of choice, but it could be made into medicine for staving off the heat in arid environments. Oh, it's a pepper. Right. I feel like I'm on a sidetrack here. Capture that young. And Liza moving. Capture this young. Is there anyone else that's like visible here? Oh check, 'cause I feel like where the marker was. Anything hunt related over here? Yes, so this is Shakma. This is one of the B ranks of Elpis. I think we've seen Shakma before, but this is Shakma. Some of the Elpis points are really easy to accidentally find, so won't be shocked if I found it before. Anyways, flavors of my fruits. Sensitive observer. You're familiar with Emmett Silk and Hythlodeus, yes? Hythlodeus, yes. And what do we have here? There's a bird flying around. Oh, there's a unicorn flying around. A new species of fruit, eh? Let's hope it tastes better than it looks. My word, what an unusual flavor. Equal parts bitter, musty, and tart, and not entirely unpleasant. Of course, how such a thing was created. Grown from seed and confounded horns, you say. My experience living such things in nature leads to wildly varying results. That bred such a specimen must have been incredibly time-consuming, not to mention inefficient. Alright! One quest down! Hooray! We're back. Pompous creator. You returned minus 3 fruit samples, I presume? Is that so? None of them found it to their liking. They claimed my last attempt was too sweet, and now it's too bitter? Honestly, the nerve of these so-called experts! As they shall soon learn, I am not easily deterred. Next creation, I'll cross-pollinate sour and sweet varieties and see what they have to say about that. I'll show them it's these wildly varying results that come from adherence to natural processes that have the power to defy expectations. As a familiar of Azem herself, I'm sure you can appreciate that. Oh, one literally just popped right into the list. Hello, graceful observer. Come to help us find the Orei, you say. We're much obliged. There are the critters inside yonder. When you find one, use this Hypnos potion on it. It should put it to sleep and allow you to easily capture it. If the potion fail aware, as it occasionally does, you can simply exhaust the creation into submission. It's over there. I'm going south. I'm pretty sure I have to do this multiple times, but I'm going south. Oh, we got the Ophions here too. Hello. I think we're starting to hit the point where I should maybe just do this on one. The level gap is becoming a thing. I know, I guess the experience with it again. Oh well. It's not much, really. Wait, what am I supposed to do with the Ophions? Was it just murder them into submission? Oh. I have to do that, okay. Easy enough, easy enough. I can do that. I want to get the experience anyway. Okay. Pull the inventory back up. Let's go grab this one. He's alone. Hello, Ophion. Not Ophionius, but Ophion. Ophionius, of course, being the S rank of Elpis. Let's just change it back. Thank you. So, Ophionius spawns by discarding 5 eggs of Elpis, which are dropped by birds of Elpis, which is, yeah. You have to discard a stack of 5. So, if it were available right now, which I don't think it is on Famfrit, no, it's not. I would go like split, discard, and then just hit discard here. Obviously, I'm not going to do it right now because that'd be a waste of eggs. Oh, I really need some more real tenderloins. Sorry, distracted. I just didn't really have many on here. Well, now, there's a familiar I'm not familiar with. Apologies, I couldn't help myself. So, is there something I can do for you? Yeah, the depths, so deep was I in thought, I completely lost track of time. In my defense, it was these very tests I've been pondering. Lest you wonder, they are for species of fish that purifies the sea by devouring carcasses. Small as they are easy targets for larger fish. This we imbue them with poison as a defense mechanism. Not only the poison outright kill, we kept it weak. Even so, it gradually accumulates within the predator's body, and testing is determined it will lead to mass death. Though we wish to avoid this outcome, the concept for this fish is truly marvelous, and it would be a shame to abandon it. But what to do? You could give it warning colors. Of course, in so doing, reduce the likelihood that they will be preyed upon. Yes, I believe we have our solutions. All thanks to you, my brilliant familiar. I'll go and join my colleague at once. We have a test to perform. Ah, do you suppose you could fetch something for me? For the test I have in mind, we'll need some bird of Elpis feathers. These can be had from a colleague of ours who specializes in avians. The man should be somewhere back on the main island. My thanks again, and see you shortly. Alright, back we go. Hello, avian observer. I was checking to see the status on the A-ranks. They are not currently up. Whose familiar might you be? What is it yet you require? Bird of Elpis feathers, you said? I assume they're for your master. Here you go then, and run along. Alright, that is that question. Let's get that one off as well to make sure it doesn't come on because it is done. I guess I'll go right? Go right. Just off, I think it's this cliff? I have to get my bearings here. It's around here, I think. It's another hunt spawn point. Yeah, I think it's around right here. They are there, or slightly down further. There's another spawn point. Oh, flower gazing Oreos. Hello. I'm a potion. Choop. First tries to find the potion, eventually succumbs. Should be around here. There's another one. Daydreaming Oreos. Hypnose potion. Yes, I know I should do that, but quickly falls asleep. Alright, that's that spot. I'm guessing this spot just up here. There's the last one. Agitated! Oh no. Use the hypnose potion. The agitated potion has no effect. Fine. Beat it into submission. I guess I could, like, actually put dancer here. Alright. Is that not. Alright, it's not done yet. Fine. Our car's going back down, though. I'm not going back down yet. We're gonna just continue around this way to find our free observer. What brings you here, oh friendly familiar? Time for a meal, eh? Ah, yes, quite right. Thank you for reminding me. Still a few more moments here. Can't hurt, surely? I dare say you've noticed how refreshing it is to even stand in this idyllic place. The air itself is permeated with rich ether, and the fine droplets from leaf ease the aches from a hard day's work. Try a nice big stretch. You won't regret it. Alright. We will do a nice big stretch. See what I mean? The wind through the leaves, the waterfall's soothing spray. There's nothing quite like it. In our busy day-to-day lives, it's all too easy to forget to look after ourselves. Naturally, that includes familiars. Speaking of which, I best get something to eat, as you so kindly came here to tell me. As you seem new to these parts, my friend will probably be wondering whether you've lost your way. Go and put his mind at ease, would you? Alright. That's that one done. Oh, it was literally just right there for the agaboids. Oh well. We're doing a loop. Sort of a loop. Peacekeeper. You're supposed to be here by now, but who might you be? Oh, you're clearing the Famfrit instead. How very kind of you. Come then, let's get you on the Amphilos. Once you're securely mounted, ride it yonder and have it sneeze at the bushes. The noise will scare away whatever creatures may be hiding. What? I can't fly. This is nonsense. So this is literally the mount from tribe. These sons of creatures were scattering in panic. Sons of creatures gathering in panic. Oh, there's some little fungi here. Gathering in panic. Alright. The creatures came running all the way here, frightened as they looked. I dared to keep away from the sight for a good while. For its hard work, I shall treat the Ampelos to a spot of sunbathing. Meanwhile, you should return the Phadios. I'm certain he will have a reward for you too. Right. Well, that's that one done. Before I get too far. Everything popped up here. Wait. Oh, I just locked it in. Oops. Oh, right there. Right, meet me back out back. Noxious fruit. Well, we want to make sure we use steel skin bomb. Creations lie prone near the fruit, alive but insensate. Let's grab this other one. Okay. That one's done here. Okay. Meet me out back this There it is. Noto 666. New as it is to Elpis, the creature is yet to be given a proper name. As I mentioned, I cannot go near it. So, indeed, this is as close as I can be. I want you to approach it and do something to show that you are a friend. What do you think will work? Return its gaze. I strongly recommend against doing so unless you become forever lost in its bottomless stare. A bottomless gaze. Instead, perhaps you could try gesturing to it something whimsical, like a dance? Yes, I dare say that will encourage it to lower its guard. So go on, try to perform a dance for Noto 666. I shall watch from here. Best of luck to you. Fine, we will dance. Oh, for the chirp. Chirp, chirp. Chirp. Chirp, chirp. Little 666 scurries off, leaving behind the bowl of fruit. I witnessed it all. You did very well, my dear familiar. Noto 666 is designed to facilitate the proliferation of fruiting trees by burying their seeds to faraway places. While their young are still unable to forage for themselves, 'tis the duty of male creatures to bring them food. And leaving you the fruit appears to have taken you for one of its own. I wasn't sure how it would respond to your overtures, but I wasn't expecting that. Go on, take your gift, and let's return to Anagnorisis. You deserve a reward for your troubles. Oh, I actually take the bowl of fruit? I guess it could be rude not to. Alright. Drop this one off. And let's find this last pack of voids. We're literally right by it. There it is! Hiding on me like that. Group. Alright. It was so close to being done. Oh my god. Okay. We are gonna go west. Right up this cliff around here-ish near this tree is another hot spawn point, by the way. Nesting spot. It's a Dalian egg. Deliver to Callius to free yourself from his service. Ah! Hi. Dalian nesting spot. Does not have any eggs in it. Hopefully that means we aren't attacked. We are not attacked! Yay! Oh my god, I just realized clutch devastation. Such devastation was not my intent. Oh hey, trust and haired researcher. You wish to speak with me? Oh yes, I had a feeling she might say that. As I've told her, my decision has been made. What about the ring creature? It was a success. Glad tidings be certain, but my work is done. This news was more than sufficient. I thank you for it. Nothing can deter me from my chosen course, and I must join my predecessors in the hereafter. Tell Blast to name the creature she pleases, and then I wish her every happiness. Now our brief encounter has reached its end. Very well. Oh, okay, we are at the end of the list. Got it. Such devastation. It was not my intent. I mean, clutch. Oh, there you are. Were we able to catch the Ori? Thank you. Now only 2 of the critters remain at large. See where they've decided another area, so hurry there at once. In the meantime, I'd be glad if you could take the 3 fellows you caught back to Euclid's. Okay. Oh, Tan, you went south? Hi. That structure over yonder houses some of our more unorthodox researchers. Rather than weave creation magics, they breed existing specimens in the hopes of beginning new strains and species. The method is imprecise, the outcome uncertain. To my eyes, such research seems awfully self-indulgent, merely a means to save the whims of one's intellectual curiosity. Our purpose in life is to improve Aetheris. In my opinion, we should steer clear of techniques which produce flawed results. What if the process creates something unexpected and incredible, beyond what you could imagine? A serendipitous discovery? I suppose it is possible. Thank you. I had thought to broaden your horizons, but here I am realizing how narrow my own views can be, and hardly a desirable quality in an observer. Time for a spot of rest and reflection, I say. Shall we move on to the morning dew? Mountain dew. Morning dew. I'm going Mountain Dew. I don't care, that's wrong. I'm going Mountain Dew. Something collaboration. It's favored by many observers for its calming tranquility. There you are, envoy. What a pleasant surprise. These must be one of the most baffling, prickly familiars I've ever seen. Uridum chose a representative well, it would appear. As a matter of fact, I too have an errand to ask of you, namely delivery of these concepts. I brought them all the way from Academia and either 3 aquatic fauna specimens from the words of Metron and 1 flora sample from the words of Halmaret. All very fascinating, as my counterparts here will soon discover. It would also be prudent to remind the Uridum not to let their captivating nature distract her from making her observations. Well, then there's no time like the present. That it? That's it. Alright. She's not with you. Did you at least find her? I should have known nothing would sway her. All I can do is hope she finds blessed respite in the ethereal sea, and that we may one day be reunited in another life. Until then, I will carry on her legacy, beginning with the naming of the creature she cared for so dearly. I think I shall name it after her. That way, she will live on through her work forever. We don't know the name. Got it. Thanks to your invaluable cooperation, I was able to acquire some very insightful data. Oh, the fruit! They're rightly yours to enjoy, so go on, enjoy them. Fruit look good, but it tastes even better each by a small piece of heaven in your mouth. Judging by your expressions, would seem Noto 666 saves the choice of its fruit for its eon. Though it has but come to us, I have a good feeling for the creature. When the time comes, we shall have to think up a suitably fine name for it. Here's the reward I promise. Thanks again. we have a wave of turning in to do. I trust our guest was as enamored with you as I am. New concepts for us, and fascinating to the point of being distracting. An odd thing to warn me about, though it does all sound rather intriguing. I have to go get water. And headset feels weird. Anyway. The Academia and I are always produces concepts of the most outstanding quality, and I'm eager to learn what treats we have in store on this occasion. Let me see. From the words of Metron, we have what appears to be a aquatic mollusk capable of storing ether in its shell. I can only guess as to what purpose that would serve, but I dare say all will become abundantly clear in due course. I do apologize. I already find myself mesmerized by these concepts, just as our visitor predicted. For your part in bringing me these wonders, you have my thanks. Ah, you returned as well. I managed to find 3. How about yourself? Wonderful. This accounts for all of them. We can finally release the creatures. Lest you wonder, the agavoids were created to curb the insect population. They have passed the first phase of determination, and thus will be provisionally sent out into the wider world. Though a few steps remain before they can fully take their place in nature, I have no doubt that they will make our star a better place. This isn't much, but please accept it by way of my gratitude for your assistance. Bye! Welcome back, Arya. Thanks to you, the site has been nicely cleared and we can release our new creation. The species of an ambulatory plant, lest you wonder. Well, these have been popular of late. This one dwarfs the rest. A veritable tree that can use its branches like hands to catch prey. It sets my heart aflutter just thinking about it. My thanks again. If there are any other exciting tasks, I'll be certain to let you know. Have you brought the specimens? Yes. Well, overcome such ferocious creatures unload to tell a tale. Your maker certainly placed great importance in your ability. As for the Alphions you brought me, they'll be delivered to the Academia at night. Like the other creatures in Elpis, they are currently under observation, though we may determine their suitability for existence beyond these confines. Samples are carefully selected and sent for further study, and if they are found worthy, they will receive official approval. Only then can they be submitted to the Bureau of the Architect. As even you can imagine, the evaluation process is particularly strict for voracious predators such as Ophions. It would reflect rather poorly on those involved. They were to wreak havoc when unleashed into the wider world. Not that it is any concern of yours. Here's your reward. Now, run along, would you? Oh, 'tis you again. How do you fare with the Ori? Well now, that you should bring the creatures yourself. I hope that didn't give you too much trouble. Their abnormal behavior was most certainly caused by the power harbored in the monostone. Still, we have the highest hopes for Oriais. In their digging for minerals, they prime the earth for plant life. If we suppress their sensitivity and magical influence, theirs will surely be a beneficial existence to the star. And you, my friend, can be proud in having helped to bring them forth. Oh no, we helped bring forth Ziggy! A report on the successful completion of the favor I asked of you? How very dutiful of you. Would I be correct in guessing your little jaunt has paid dividends? No need to tell me. I can see you're practically bursting with vim and vigor. Why, even I feel better just looking at you, and I've done nothing but stand here the entire time. Right, well now you're moving. We're getting there. There you are, my clever familiar. You have the feathers, I trust. Yes. Yes, these colors are perfect. We shall grant our fish the same to warn would-be predators of its poison. I say, was it the familiar who conceived this idea? It was. Thanks to her, we won't need to revert our fish to ether. Not only did you find my colleague, you thought of a solution to our problem and fetch the feathers? You've been very busy on our behalf, and we're grateful. Here's a little something for your troubles. Almost there. I'll get back. Were you able to get the fruit? Yep. Oh, such a marvelous specimen. Thank you. My thanks. Oh. You appear none the worse for the wear either, so you must have used the balm like I suggested. Very good, very good. And you may be wondering why the fruit is covered in acid. One day, each fruit will become a carnivorous plant that preys on herbivores, keeping their population in check. Until it matures, it needs protection from those self-same herbivores. To that end, we try giving the mother plant the impulse to spray its fruit with its digestive secretion. The fruit you brought we will examine to determine its resistance to the acid and make adjustments as necessary. My thanks for your help. Two more! We got this other one. I assume you haven't returned empty-handed? Nope. Splendid! I now have ample evidence that the Daedalian upgrading is expected. Then all we need to do is wait for the concept to be officially approved. But wait! If even a mediocre familiar such as you can steal their eggs, how are they supposed to propagate in the wild? No, this will never do. We shall have to find a way to improve their natural defenses against threats. 2 hats, perhaps? Fire breath? Cover their eggs with spikes? That might make them rather tricky to lay. Well, it's certainly given me food for thought. I shall have to discuss this with the others. Oh, are you still here? I suppose a word of thanks is in order. Thanks. There, satisfied? There you are, hiding behind a pillar. Welcome to our garden of respite. We'll explore more a bit later, but first, I want to hear more of what you think of people, of us. I've often sat here musing upon the nature of our creations and wondered how a familiar might perceive its creator. We are not so different. Perhaps it's true. You do seem far closer to us in nature than most other familiars. Well, let's set aside such musings for a moment and bask in the morning dew's serenity. Familiar food. Are you well rested, Arya? One cannot perform at one's best without allowing the mind and body time to recuperate. Here on Anagnorisis, we often encourage one another to nap or partake in some of the fruits we grow. We could conjure such treats into existence, of course, but there is something oddly gratifying about plucking ripe and fruit fresh from the tree. Oh, how remiss of me. How exactly do you sustain yourself? Is it them supplying you with ether? No, but you'll fade away without proper nourishment. This work can wait. We must feed you immediately. Would you mind picking some white blooms to the west of here and bringing them to Overseer Soplis? Orchestratus flowers, we call them. I'll have everything else ready by the time you arrive. Ah! Here's some flowers among the birds. Must be 2 down this other one, I guess. Oh, there's one. Must have passed it. Oh, it's over here. Trying to play dodge the birds. Don't want to deal with them. Alright. Back to Anagnorisis. Hello, Charmian explained to me the crisis at hand. Have you brought the flowers? Yes, these are the ones we need. I'll add them to the fruits from Charmion's basket. We'll soon have an ether replenishing beverage for you to enjoy. Is the work of the moment. And here we are, freshly squeezed Anagnorisis juice a medley. Go on then, drink up. I'm curious to hear what you think of it. Drink. You drink the juice, noting the complexities of the floral and fruity flavors. Okay, it seems you're able to tolerate the liquid sustenance. You didn't appear to be suffering from any loss of material form, but the familiar must have a regular infusion of ethereal energy. And now that we know you won't suddenly vanish, will you please reassure Charmion? She looks terribly concerned. Literally 2 feet away! I'm so glad you're able to replenish your stores of ether. Overseer Soakley certainly is a wonder when it comes to food preparation. Still, I firmly believe that consumption of food should be limited to restoring one's strength. Any reason beyond that is simply wasteful. Eating for enjoyment alone isn't an unnecessary drain on living resources, and such a practice can only be harmful to our star's equilibrium. Which is why I have so much respect for Overseer Soakley and his culinary talent. He employs ingredients and methods which not only optimize the dish's ethereal concentration, but also produce flavorful results. Save your compliments, Charmion. I won't be flattered into making another batch until it's time for our next meal. Oh, of course not. I would never dream of attempting such base manipulation to begin with. Familiar fate. Arya, I feel we've grown to understand each other. There's one last thing I wish to know. As you've seen, our purpose is to improve life on the star, and we each have our own way of approaching that purpose. Familiars too exist for a reason, often a very specific one, and I just wonder what you feel about your place in the grand scheme of things. Fabio, perhaps you could provide our friend here with an example of what you mean. Such a nebulous question requires a more recognizable foundation from which to answer. Yes, you're right, of course. We must not skip the journey in our haste to reach the destination. Where to begin? Broadly speaking, we study the wisdom and magics of our forebears, and choose our path as our interests and talents begin to crystallize. Even among the observers of Anagnorisis, however, Overseer Soakley and I share a similar calling. Again, it may be more beneficial to simply show you what I mean. Please accompany me to the archives in the northwest. How northwest are you talking about? Okay, just up there. This is where we keep all the administrative records. Any of these documents will give you an idea of what we consider to be our divining purpose. Feel free to browse. I shall just be awaiting you outside. Oh gosh. These books appear to contain detailed observation logs. The name Soakley is written on each of the spines. I was thinking we could have to read them. I could read them. A stack of half-finished observation logs. Judging by the penmanship, the author is someone other than Soakley's. Feh. Too far away. Meh. You pick up the log and flip to a random page. Today, there was an incident involving the hippocampus. The creature is extremely territorial, and 4 observers sustained light to severe injuries from water-based magics as a result of their perceived intrusion into its domain. Reports were sent to the words of La Habrea, outlining the dangers inherent in continued observation of their nominated subject, and the intent to shift our focus to smaller and a considerably less aggressive hippe. Of course, you may remember we fought Hippocampus in Pandaemonium. It was P2? I believe it was? Sounds right. Was it? Yeah. Yeah, P2. Arya, did you find the observation logs enlightening? Overseer Soakley has built up quite a library, hasn't he? He's logged comprehensive observations on every living being in Anagnorisis. Not only objective physical descriptions, but also his personal thoughts and impressions. And that's why I'm here, to carry on the Overseer's invaluable work. When it comes to the continued success of Anagnorisis, our purposes are very much aligned. I cannot help but worry, however, that I lack the same degree of perception and ability, that I am unfit for the task I have chosen. Even being in the same room as those logs is enough to make me feel uncomfortable. My insistence that you examine You examine your purpose was, I think, born from the trepidation which surrounds my own. Uncertainty you need not feel. Horace, you're so pleased. As one of our newest arrivals, you have ever been quick to doubt yourself. Yet you were able to guide Arya here on an engaging tour through the intricacies of our duties, which clearly demonstrates the depths of your understanding. If all I wanted was someone to emulate my work, why, I would simply continue doing it myself. No, the reason I asked you to assume my role is because I believe you can take our projects in new and novel directions. Raising you as a competent successor is the final step of my purpose in life. Do me proud, Shamyan. It is your growth and your efforts which will facilitate my return to the star. I will do my best, Overseer. But don't be in too much of a rush to leave us. There's still so many things I need you to teach me. And speaking of teaching, thank you, Arya, for this wonderful and enriching visit. It's been a pleasure learning about you, not to mention a few things about myself. Yes, you have also had my gratitude for the part you played in training my young colleague. You're welcome to return whenever you wish. Well, that was only an hour. Not even an hour, actually. Surprising for it being so many. I guess they were shorter and only to do this area. And yeah, we're still gonna split this into 3, even if 12 Wonders ends up a little shorter. It's fun! Thank you for watching. I'm still gonna go insane by the end of Poison. There's so many quests. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps with keeping content like this and more. Find links for that in the description below, along with the links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching. And until next time, this is Rinium T signing out. Bye!